Welcome back to my Animal Crossing New Horizons. I'm dear darling. Should we see what's going on our lovely island of Fawnhollow today? I say that we're not going to be looking at, of course, Fawnhollow. We're going to be vibing out on Happy Home Paradise, doing whatever customization we see. What should we talk about? Cult of the Lamb's been released. One of my friends, they're playing for it right now. They're naming people in their cult after characters in our friend circle, and I'm lucky to have two representatives in their cult. I have me, both my normal name, and D, my little character, has been represented as well. Mainly because they wanted to give me a deer character, but then, and they named me after a character, but it was just like a giraffe or something. But hold on, I'll tell that story in a bit. Hello everyone, right now in Fawnhallow, it's 6 p.m. on Sunday, August 14th, 2022. And because obviously a deer is used to represent me most of the time, but they didn't have a deer, so they were just like, there's this like giraffe looking like horse sort of thing, which seems close enough. And it was close enough because I did think it was a deer the first time I saw it, but then immediately after, the next time they did delved into the dungeon, they unlocked a deer. So I was just like, we got a deer now, we kind of had to make a deer after and deer darling, right? So that's why I had two characters. But it's okay, because my actual character got sacrificed or something in a ritual at some point. But also, it's okay if you thought that was bad, because I've been brought back to life, I think. But now I've also been in prison for trying to, revolt against the cult. I don't really know what's going on, but it's always very amusing, because, it happens. Like, some of my friends play a lot more of these, like, sort of strategy simulator games than I do, certainly. I can't remember what the game was that another one of my friends played. Was it RimWorld? It might have been RimWorld. I'm not really sure, where they named characters after, characters in our friend circle, not characters, friends in our friend circle, and it's always very funny to see all the stories which sort of like arise from it when the characters do very just insane sort of like interactions with each other. Anyway, Cult of the Lamb looks pretty cute. I don't know if it's a game I'll play, because looking at it, I don't think the gameplay mechanics actually appeal to me that much. But the roguelike sort of mechanic thing is okay. Like, I'm not going to be like it's bad or anything. It's fine, but it's not like it grabs me or anything. But the building part of the cult is kind of interesting to a certain degree. I wouldn't say it's my favourite part of like in games or anything. The art style is fantastic though, and the charm it's got. So I don't really know if it's a game I think probably what it'll be, it might be a game I pick up much later when it goes on sale, like a couple of years down the line, and I might give it a shot or something. But right now, like looking at it, I'm not convinced it's my sort of game, like straight off the bat, but it might be, and who knows, is really all we can say. The festival, which we're going to probably ignore. Who we got? We got, I think you're Zell. I forgot your name. You're the delinquent. You're the delinquent villager who she wants like an empty car parking lot or something, because that's where like Japanese, like, what do they call, like sukibans or something, and the delinquents are stereotypically meant to be like hanging out or whatever. That's, I believe, the sort of one. What do you think about that, Lottie? One. So we might do her customization. I can't remember her name. I'm trying to remember. She's like Rhino. It's not Rhonda. Rhonda's that other one with like the purple, the white like skin and the purple hair. I can't remember what this was called, I'm going to be honest. Anyway, well, we'll see what other villages we got around the place before we really make a decision. What do you want? Big city apartment. We see new Jeremiah with a nap. You, as I say, you got empty parking lot, which we might do, because the studio is also interesting. Picture books is interesting. We haven't seen you before. Feel a bit cool vehicle stuff. We got a few alright options. Options which I'm not like, this sucks or anything. I'm like, they're fine. So how to describe them. We should probably talk to our villagers again to make sure we get the stuff, but I can't be bothered, I'm going to be honest. Keeping track of who I've spoken to and who I haven't is a bit of an ordeal, I might say. So let's see what other customization options prompts we have at our disposal before we particularly commit to one. Sorry Gladys, I'm going to have to move you out of the way. Who on earth designed this restaurant? Why is it so inconvenient to navigate? Was it Sporty what? Sporty Life? Simple Stronghold. I'm getting a lot of overlaps, huh? Sold on 5. I think I looked it up once. It was to do with like the blues or something, right? I'm leaning towards either Rodney's movie thing or the Delinquents empty parking lot. I'm not sure what I'd do for the empty parking lot, because the outside could be the parking lot. I don't know what the inside would be. Like a back alley? Oh, that could be interesting. We could make it like a 4x10 and just have like a back alley, like a dumpster alley or something. That'd be a very creative way to do things, I think. Because you gotta think like a delinquent Not that I'm particularly much of a delinquent, so it's not the easiest thing for me to channel, I suppose. But you know, you got to channel that sort of energy. You got to sort of channel that energy to be able to create something which is befitting of that prompt. But I do think that I don't want to do any other ones in here. At least I'm not particularly sold on them. As we head on over to what do we call the cafe? Fantasia. That's right. To see if we have perhaps another prompt in here which might suit our fancy. Again, because we've done like, I don't know how many we've done, like 70 or something customizations now, we're going to be really hard pressed to find an individual, like a completely new prompt which we've never had access to, which we've never quite done yet. So you got to sort of take a good and a bad, right? You know things are going to be overlapped. Like, we get the same people over and over again. Tippo's been here over and over and over again. School and family is interesting. Stylish and functional is a bit vague. We know your ranch. Have we done yours? I don't even remember doing yours. School and infirmary is not a bad idea. It's a combination of school plus... I don't know what stylish and functional. I think I'm going to go with the empty parking lot, because I like the idea of making like a back alley. What? And also, I want to know her name. Is it Renee? Not. There's a new villager called Renee, called like Reneigh. I think this one's Renee Rene with an acute accent E, right? Yeah, there we go. Yo. All hyped up. Let's chat. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the outside the parking lot. I'm going to make the inside a back alley. We'll sort of see how that works. I think that's what you want. A total blank slate. Oh, okay. It was... It's not quite what I expected, but I'm pretty sure it's meant to be an empty parking lot. Because she's meant to have a delinquent design. Where can we put you? We could put you in quite an open area. Because we're not really restricted by where we put you. We could put you on a rock. I just want more like... I want more areas which are not completely natural, like acres. I'm not really sure where to put you. I just want to put you in an open space, I think. I'm just trying to think what makes the most sense to me. What makes the most sense to you. This could be an interesting one. This is quite a blank slate. Okay, let's do this one. It's a bit more interesting with a completely flat open area, which we already used quite recently for someone's customization who I can't remember. I think it was yesterday's customization, wasn't it? Who did we do yesterday? I don't even remember. Oh, we did jitters. Oh yeah, that's why we did it, because we wanted a big football field. But this is a bit of a different blank slate. Maybe it's it's autumn. It's around start of school. Start of school in Japan is actually in April, I'm pretty sure. But don't think about that too hard. We are going to see what we particularly can do. So total blank slate. Well, I think first things first. We'll familiar ourselves with the furniture items we have at hand, and then we'll try and sort of formulate something. Because I still like the alley idea, but let's just see. What? Clothing organizer? Yeah, I still want to do the back alley. I'm looking about things. And then we'll do the actual like parking lot, the street light stuff outside. This I want to be the shady back alley. Because for one, it's a very interesting idea to have a 4x10. I think. Don't use those. Lighting. What sort of like ominous red lighting maybe. Obviously for now, let's just stick to the neutral white. Well, white's not that neutral I suppose, but back alley, yeah. I want this to be a bit of a not make it spooky necessarily, but I don't know how to create a back alley sort of effect. Necessarily. I feel like we can do better with wallpaper. I feel like we need something at the end there. Painting? I want it to look more like a street. An alley street, but I'm not sure how necessarily possible that's going to be. And I want something kind of dark, I think, for the fire accent wall to make it seem like it goes on forever, but I'm not sure we're going to be able to swing that, unfortunately. So we might just stick with the fenced off wall, and I think that might be the best we can do. Street art wall. Never mind. We could do this. And then at the back we can have we can have that with chain link fence. You know, it's a bit of a dead end. You know, this feels very sort of punky street-esque, doesn't it? That's kind of what I want. I don't want a rug. Let's go to the special one, see if we... the interactive one, see if we can get something a bit more street-esque. I mean, the playground one's not bad. The hopscotch, sorry, Flory. But it's a bit cheerful, isn't it? Compared to what we could have. Ramshackle, maybe? Construction site's not bad. Steampunk. That doesn't look very steampunk, I'm gonna be honest. Because I don't want to make it feel like there's an actual road through here, though. So I think a hopscotch one's probably the best we got. I also don't remember, are there dumpsters in this game? Okay, so this stuff... Okay, we could put a cruiser bike. Sort of tuck it away in here. You've got quite like a... I guess we'll have a red coloration, you know. Some put a cruiser bike as a sort of just chilling over here. We definitely need like dumpsters. That's what I was going to say. I don't know if there's dumpsters in this game. We got garbage pails, trash bags, have a back. You know, all this sort of stuff littered about. We could put things down sort of like quite recklessly. Don't really matter. Drink machine. What coloration are we using as our sort of secondary colour? Are we going to use red? Purple would be nice, but purple's not an option we have access to. So I guess we'll do red. It's a sort of sign of danger. So maybe that's the sort of feel we want to give. Vertical banner. I'm not really sure what this is. Oh, to make it seem like a shop. Okay, well, I don't think we want that necessarily for what we got going on. But stuff we'll put outside. I think just random sort of like safety cones being like just around the place. You know, just sort of scatter things about. You don't need to think about it too hard because it just needs to look like a messy sort of back alley, doesn't it? Manhole cover, perfect. So put a manhole cover there. What other sort of random thing? Oh yes, absolutely. Decorate. Just empty beer bottles or whatever. People are just sort of like strewn about. Yeah, basketball. Maybe we should put a basketball hoop back here. I don't know if this has a red coloration. Black and red, okay. Basketball hoop. You know, put a skateboard. People are skateboarding back here, you know. Black and red, okay. That'll be our main colorations, I think. A damaged one, yeah. Make it damaged. Sushi, I don't know. It feels very sort of like a back alley street, doesn't it, right now? Which is good. That's kind of what we want. Then outside we want to make it feel like an actual street. A ladder scene. Like this random oil barrel. Who knows what on earth it's doing here? Red. Bright red. Can we make our safety cone black? These are ones I see in the UK all the time, so if we're making it UK, why not? Stuff like this. We just want random things like cardboard boxes. I don't know if we can have like an empty cardboard box. These all look too like clean is a problem. These cardboard boxes, they're just sort of like, they're too perfect, aren't they? A soda bottle would be quite nice. We can put it on top of something, like on top of an oil barrel or something. Like a bottled beverage. Like an orange one? Like an orange soda? What? We can't put things on the barrel? Someone just put it up there because they didn't know what to do with it? That doesn't make sense. Put it in front of a thing. People don't take good care of what they buy, so they just sort of throw it about anywhere. Let's pull this out from the side a bit, just so things are a bit more spread out, I think. And it's a bit of a simple inside, but hopefully it gives you that sort of back alley feel, doesn't it? I'm trying to be more creative, of course, with the sort of interiors I do. So I think this is an interesting one at very least. Maybe we can, scattered notes. That's a thing, right? I don't know if it's a miscellaneous thing or not. We could pretend this is like thrown out trash. It looks too neat for thrown out trash, doesn't it? Oh yeah, absolutely. A spray can. Springs a little bit, little bit of graffiti. Let's like pop it here. That's probably enough things. It's probably in fact a bit too busy. I'd wager. Probably a little bit too much going on, but I think that's it. I don't think we need any more. Okay, do we need anything on the wall? I don't think anything on the wall really makes much sense here. I'm looking. Cobwebs. Surveillance camera is an interesting idea. Because none of the stuff you would like attach to a wall in like a side alley. It really just makes no sense, does it? It'd be nice if we could put a graffiti tag on the wall, but I don't think we can. At least I can't think of a way to represent it. I also don't think anything will make sense hanging from the ceiling. Maybe like one of those like store signs sort of things might not be a bad idea, but I think this is fine as is. I think we kind of want to make it like nighttime, or at least very low light. So I'll make it red to make it feel a bit dangerous. Oh, like it's a sunset. There you go. That looks spooky, doesn't it? Okay, what are your recommended clothes before we get out there? Why don't we change your outfit ready? Big Star Tee's your only recommended outfit? What? I kind of want to make you look more like a delinquent, but I don't know if that's a sailor uniform like full outfit, because that might work a little bit better. Or like a sort of like a tough girl outfit. Might scroll past it. Let's see. I guess we're not really making a blank slate. I wonder what. This is the thing though. Why don't we look to see what the actual prompt is in Japanese as well? It's a Gamepedia, isn't it, JP? Dobitsu no mori? Watsumare Dobitsu no mori? Gamepedia, JP. Oh, we need to find what Renée is called in Japanese to make sure we can get this a bit accurate. What's she called? She's called Osai. So is this Osai? Is this her page? It might not be Gamepedia. I always get it wrong. No, here we go. It is Gamepedia. Okay. Her thing is Omoide no Soraki something. Vacant land in a memory. Oh. Vacant land in a memory. Because that's what Omoi means, isn't it? Is a memory. Omoide is a memory. And a vacant lot. A vacant lot of a memory. Okay, so it is. It's meant to be an empty parking lot of like times of her like golden days of being a delinquent. That is probably what I assume is what they're going for. So if we can see something which feels a bit rebellious, because obviously not being in Japan, the sailor uniform doesn't really have much of a necessarily rebellious sort of feeling. So maybe like a leather jacket or something might be a cool thing to put her in. Making it a bit westernized, I suppose, but you know what I mean. I just want to give her something which looks like a tough girl, you know, that sort of thing. Like an absolute rebel. A rebel to the core, but we've got very sort of like normal looking outfits. There's a problem. We don't have anything which screams like, yeah, I'm a tough gal. I don't take no business from anyone, you know? I mean, visual punk is just like, that's just over the top, I think. And maybe after school, the after school jacket's a pretty good one. That definitely looks like rebel, like some sort of rebel. Black and red. I don't know if we can get like a hat. A snapback maybe might be quite good. Cycling cap. It really is a shame we can't give them plasters or something, because plasters would be quite nice. It's like she got in a fight or something. Or we can give her like a baseball bat. Oh yeah, let's design it now. As designer, we can't give her a designer brand. I'm not super... Oh, a bandana's not a bad idea. Like a do-rag or something. Okay, it looks more like a cleaning sort of hat, doesn't it? If we had this in black, I think that'd be quite nice. What sort of screams like I get up to trouble? I get up to no good. I want to stick it to the man, you know, that sort of thing. Ooh, look at that. Swimming cap. Terry cloth do-rag. It's okay. I kind of like the cap a bit better. It looks a bit JoJo-esque, doesn't it? Sure, let's roll with it. She looks like a JoJo character now, which is amusing, I think, at the very least. Spooky alleyway, right? Maybe we'll add more to it, but for now, let's sort of figure out what we're doing about outside. We want to make this an empty quote-quote car park. I don't really know what we're going to do with the building. I guess, why don't we dress up the building so it's like it looks like a convenience store or something. So we need to give it like a clinically clean white exterior. Blue roof. We can't have like hello Colonel G. We can't have like sliding electronic doors, unfortunately, so I'm not sure what the best alternative is. Probably just a plain white door. So let's pretend, suspend your disbelief, this is a convenience store and this is an empty parking lot she hangs out in. So we want a fence. Obviously we should also get into the mood. We definitely want this to be like nighttime or late evening. I guess we want to make it black and... Just black and red or black? Or just black? Just black. Push it to the side for a bit. So we'll have a street. Okay, we'll put the street, I think, here. It'll be like the front bit over here. This will be the empty parking lot. So... let us get sort of pavement of a street going like this. We might want to cover everything in this, to be honest. I didn't consider that until just now. Maybe we can do this to make it feel a bit more like a parking lot. It'd be nice if we can have like a plain concrete thing. And then it's probably where you go, like, you could just make yourself a plain concrete design. It's probably the best way to make the actual plain concrete thing. I think that's fair enough, but I haven't, so I guess that's tough luck for me. Sort of round those corners off, why not? Oh, round those corners off as well. It would be a useful thing to add to my decorations, make like a curved, make an actual pavement, but I think a part of the joy is being able to see what I can do with New Horizons' actual limited sort of stuff to work with. Do these need to be flipped around? Oh, they do need to be flipped around. I think. Yeah, because I think they'd be this way round, wouldn't they? Instead of flipping these ones down, just delete them, replace them. Reboot it, renew it. Reshoot it, reuse it. I don't know how far away these should be from each other. Is that okay? I wanna put a sign on this, like trash collection or something, you know? Oh, it's on the other side, okay. Never mind. These are meant to be this way round. I thought they were meant to be the other way round. Because of the way it seems to be a bit more inset this way round. So it made sense for me to make it the other way around, but oh well. Doesn't really matter. What other things do we need to put down? Okay, we put down everything we need to. Now, vending machine, absolutely. Should also be here for a convenience store. Maybe it's one just popped in the corner here. Let's have bins, I think, at the back. Construction. Scaffolding. Oh, yeah, maybe there's a bit of construction that is trying to get like the convenience store's getting a bit of an extension added to it. But it's not finished yet. So that's why they got like a construction site being like, please don't enter. Construction is ongoing at the moment. Little bro, big bro, construction ahead, construction warning. Why not big bro? Being like, please don't come over here. It's being walled off for your safety. We don't want, you know, to get sued or anything. Blue barrier, seaside, flower meadow. I mean, it kind of has to be yellow, doesn't it? Or does it? Maybe we have a blue and white stripe thing. Yeah, we'll pretend this makes sense in this fictional universe that we're living in, that this is a sort of like a safety barrier. A jackhammer. Why am I using blue? What am I doing? Why am I using blue as the main coloration? I'm meant to be using red, aren't I? Okay, so we'll do none. Why did no one tell me I was doing it wrong? I forgot I'm meant to be using red. The convenience store can be blue to sort of like have a bit of a dichotomy between, like, you know, the rough streets and the actual, like, sort of pristine situation going on in internally. Oh, red and black. We can use black. Why not for this? Or grey, sorry. An excavator? I don't know. There's not really much room back here for it, but you can just about fit in. It just needs to give you an impression of basically what's going on. Mini cars. It's not really an empty parking lot, I suppose, like this, but don't think about it too hard. Black and red, black and red. Could put them like this. And over here in the corner we can put like a moped or something. It's not going to be completely empty, of course. Yeah, portable toilet, why not? Seems like some really random thing you'd see. Just, you know, a grey porta potty. And then over here we can have a bin or something next to it. Or just trash bags, yeah. For really no reason. Just sort of next to it. The cars are parked here. Who knows why? Someone, you know, the person who owns the stores drove up to it in their moped. Sorry, the scooter. In their black scooter with an animal on the front. This is whoever owns the store. That's where we park. And over here is where all the delinquents hang out. You know, we got to have like stuff for them to sit on. Like an iron frame. We'll probably use this as bench. I'm not sure. I feel like a part which makes delinquents where they hang out is the delinquents themselves, isn't it? I'm not sure. What else can we put down? Baseball stuff? Like maybe they're sort of like swinging. Like they throw bottles at each other and like break it with a baseball bat. I can see something like that happening. We definitely need like discarded bottles of that place that I think add to the atmosphere. I don't want to introduce more colours, so I guess we'll sort of use the brown one. Pretending it's like a black bottle or something. And then I kind of just want like more garbage bins or something. I don't really remember where they are, so we'll scroll down to the sort of shop section. Oh yeah, I want like garbage cans. But maybe they'll sit on them. Pile of cardboard boxes. Scatter papers. I don't know, they're littering, who knows. Illustrations, maybe they're giving each other sick presents. And drawings. If anything, I think this stuff should be on... We should switch sides. Essentially. This stuff should be on that side. And this stuff should be over here. Especially because there's a smaller space for this in the first place. Let's pop this if we can. Oh. Pop this if we can over in this corner. We can now even give them 2 porta potties. That's how lucky they are. This is where the delinquents are hanging out. These are where the cars are parked. You know, just discarded bottles, stuff like this. They probably bought like a stereo or something. Yeah, just like the good old days. Hanging out. I say good old days, of course, it's not like a thing I've ever done, but just sort of hanging out, causing mischief. But we're not actually bad people, of course. You know, it's Animal Crossing universe. After all. We're just here to be a bit of a nuisance, you know. Live life a little while they're young. Maybe they made like a little campfire here. I don't know. Barbecue? Doesn't really make sense. What else could we sort of like put out here? An ironing board? Not particularly convinced by a lot of this. I just want sort of just like other random things. Like a football's not a bad idea. Skateboard's also fine. Oh yeah, like a kick scooter. I think that's perfect. So pop that there. They got sick kick scooters. They got their bikes and all that good stuff. A random tire. Maybe they made a campfire. Even though it's like illegal, I think, to make public campfires like this. That's just how hardcore they are. That stuff's not going to make any sense. I think it's okay, actually. I think this gets the point across. To be perfectly honest, it's a bit crowded around here, but there's not really much else you can do about that, I don't think. I think that's fine. It's not quite an empty parking lot, but it certainly feels a bit empty, doesn't it? And hopefully we can get some cool pictures of you in this alleyway, eh? Sort of like vibing outside. Making you look intimidating when actually you got, you know, you're a bit of a rebel with a heart of gold. What do you think about that, Renee? Is it finished? It's ready. We actually did that very quickly for a 30-minute episode. Probably helps that the inside was very small. Not much we had to do in the first place. Should we see what other people have done? Oh, I didn't even search up what jitters people did for jitters one yesterday. Jitters, football, something, fortress, I can't remember what it's called. Happy Home Paradise. What's it called? Fitzville Fortress, that's what it's called. Fitzville Fortress. What people have done. This person made like a locker room. That's a pretty cool thing. Football stadium. It's a much better football stadium than what I made. Like a backyard stadium. There's an actual football stadium out here. Seems like most people went a similar sort of path with Jitters one. Okay, what was this one? Renee. Blank canvas? What's this called? Hold on. Wikipedia Renee. Of course, we'll take some pictures before we go. What's this one called? Total blank slate. Renee? Total blank slate. What have other people done? Construction site? Yeah, makes sense. Sort of like a back alley area to hang out. Makes sense. Again, a sort of quite a similar thing. I don't know what this is. It seems like something completely different. Oh, this person also did a red light. Oh, but they made a bit of a wider alleyway by making it also have a street as well. That's a smart idea. I should have done that. Oh well. Why don't we put you here, Renee? We're going to do our best to get a cool angle for you. A bit of a handheld camera. Like this. Zoom in a bit. Give it a bit of a Dutch tilt. Maybe you carry on looking in that direction because that doesn't look so good. Dramatic. Film. Monochrome. So Vaylen's camera is a very interesting idea. I think that's fine. She's looking at her phone in the middle of a street. Why not? Middle of a back alley, not middle of a street. That was interesting. Maybe I didn't need to make her so intimidating. This person did a total blank slate, but I actually gave her like a whole new blank slate to start over in a very like picturesque village. Oh, this person did like an ice cream store or something. Interesting. I'm always interested to see how other people take the customization ideas. That's quite a nice one, though. I'm finished. Quite swiftly done and all that. And yeah, I think it looks fine, to be perfectly honest. Does it suit Renee? I think so. I think she's got a nice sort of like area to hang out in. We live in good old days of, you know, cycling around on bicycles to convenience stores at midnight with the rest of her gang, buying ice cream, you know, smashing bottles with baseball bats. I don't, again, not really something I did, like, ever when I was younger, so it's sort of just like me imagining what it'd be like. Hypothetical scenario. Just sort of like what I learned from anime, if anything. Which is probably not exactly the best source for, well, any information, mind you, so who knows. That's quite a fast one, though. But yeah, I'm going to round off this episode here anyway. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Animal Crossing New Horizons. I've been Dear Darling. Any likes, comments, subscription, shares are greatly appreciated. Join me Dear Darling Discord, follow me on Twitter down below. Hope we see each other again. But for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, bye bye for now.